Uh-oh. Well, I think I'm live. I'm so confused about this whole process. So I will just continue here and we'll make this one the live stream because I'm still getting used to OBS Studio. And so sorry for the inconsistency. Oh, there's Cindy and Mark. Frank, great. Thank you. It is so confusing. There are like 10 buttons to push to do the same thing. So I'm like, okay, what do I do now? But anyway, I'm still working on my Bobcat sculpture. And this is the point where I go, oh, guys, you need a new sculpture. I start to worry about you getting bored with. This is the kind of stage where it starts to be tedious, and I don't want it to get boring. But I'll do one more week of this, and then we'll have a new project. And whether I'm finished or not, and I'll finish it on my own. So I have, let's see, what have I done here since I try to do a little bit before the stream now so I can kind of catch you up and show you what I'm trying to accomplish next. And I wanted to try to put the tail on. I don't have the tail in the plans. I added a little more and subtracted it a little more from those areas there. And let me go into the other camera now, because this way you'll see the close-up. And let's see what I did. Just a little bit more smoothing the ears, the other side of the body right there, the face, just trying to even up a little more and make it look more like our picture. Especially like, okay, you have this set. Let me get the booklet off the page here so we can really look at this. And not boring. Thank you, Frank and Jackie. But you know, the different pictures are here, and I don't have where it's showing a tail. Let me get this little more still. Hold on one second while I turn something off. Okay, so there we go. Try to straighten it for you. Okay, so I don't have the tail in these plans, and we really need to add the tail. But let's go to. I don't know if you can see. I'm going to switch views again and show you. All right, so in the back, I have a video. There's a tame bobcat, and he's attracting a wild bobcat. And the tail, there's a good shot of the tail in this video. It's called The Wild Bobcat That Wants to Join My Family. So you can find this on YouTube. And Cindy, hi. Mark, hi. If I didn't say hi. You guys, it's so nice you're here. So I'm watching this tail, and I'm seeing where it's hinged, where it attaches on the body by moving the video a little bit. And so I can sort of estimate where it's going to go. And then I'll put that on, and I'll have to add this. I'll add this to our plans. And what I've been kind of thinking of is, when these different projects are finally finished, to just enhance the plans with the views that I couldn't include at the outset. And that way, give them out again, and maybe I'll make a book at some point, and the whole book I'll sell on Amazon with all the different plans. But for you guys, it's just free. And so I'm going to think of a topic. I mean, I have a lot of topics I like, and I want to finish some of what we started. But right now, let's just try to make it a little more interesting. I'll try to add that tail. So I have some very warm clay, so warm that it hurts my hands if I don't have gloves. But I'll just ladle this on here. And it's so nice when it's hot. Look how it goes on. Of course, if it was always like that, I couldn't do the level of detailing that I'm trying to do on the piece. So I'm just going to put that where I can see it and just move the video a little bit. And then I'll definitely include another sheet to our guide. Oops. There's one there. They kind of wag their tail. It's so cute. There's a wagging tail. Let's go back a little bit. But you guys can see how I do. Oh, there's the tame one. That's a really good shot of the tail. And it kind of turns up a little bit at the end. It's really interesting. now it's the clay is not so hot anymore, and I can do it with my hands. So it doesn't come out right at the bottom, but near the bottom. So, and the whole time you're doing this kind of sculpture where you're trying to have accurate depictions of animals and people, you're measuring all the time, you're adjusting all the time. I end up shaving a lot off in order to get it right. And you go, well, why can't you just see that from the beginning? Well, the more experienced you get, the quicker you can. But generally, it still takes time and measuring and adjusting. I look at some of the sculptures I did, even for the gift industry. Unfortunately, they didn't care about the quality as much as just getting it done on time. And I cringe. I cringe at seeing some of the things that I got paid for. I mean, it wasn't that high a standard, I suppose. But, today I'm looking at a higher standard because just after experience, you start to, you start to have a new vision of what you wanted. Oh, he ran. But that is really good. There is a good close-up right there. And it just kind of shows it coming out around here, just above that area where the hips join. And the other thing is the ears. I want to improve the pictures of the ears. And if you have a dog or cat, it's amazing how, and I was going to put some here this morning to show you. There's this weird little kind of cup. When you really look closely, you'll see it. And the ear kind of goes in front of this little cup that's right here, and it's kind of open. Next time we are on, I'll show you that ear. I was going to do the work on the feet a little today if I can get to it. So from the front, it kind of wraps around into this little cup. It's very interesting. So I don't know if I can, let me get close up. Sorry about that. I wish there was some sound like with our interaction, because maybe there could be. I don't know. I need to figure that out. It'd be great if I could have you guys commenting as we go. But there's this little cup, and then the ear kind of goes in and around this cup. But we need to have something to look at. I don't want to just do it and not have something to look at. So these pictures don't really clearly show that cup. So that's another thing I have to improve on. And so I'm glad the weekend's coming up, because I can do a little bit more on this. I hope I can. And when I do a little bit more on this, I'll be able to maybe produce those extra pages to the guide, and then get that included, and then not reissue it, just overwrite it, and you can download it again. I don't know, Mark, you might be interested, but I'm thinking of pulling out that Western Tanager piece and improving it and getting it done right in front of you all. So, I get worried that you guys are going to get, oh gosh, she's still doing that, but you can see it takes time. I know. Thank you, Frank and Jackie, for confirming that it's okay to watch this. And, we want to be able to have people follow along and I hope learn something new every single time. I just don't want to do the same thing over and over again. I would love to see any work that you guys are doing or working on, even if it's not this. I would put it in the community tab and say, here's what some of our members who are regulars are working on. And definitely, Mark, you're always working on a new bird or animal or gnome. A gnome. Oh, they're so cool. Mark Maker, he does an amazing wood sculpture for anybody who's new here. So if you can get on his channel and see his woodcraft, it's really excellent. So I'm just putting clay on there, and it was already warmed up a little bit on the surface. I have a heat gun. It's kind of out of my reach right now. If this clay surface gets so cold, I might heat gun it for a few minutes and then get back to putting the hot clay on top. And I don't know if any of you have even tried this, the details and all the little tips and tricks. And likewise on your channel. I mean, let me switch views for a minute because definitely. And on your channel, you have so many cool tools and different patterns that you're using. And, you know, whereas it's maybe not clay and wood is different, the fact is we're all trying to make something look like something with a material that it isn't made out of. And that is just kind of a cool, fun thing to do. The other thing I wanted to let you guys know is I was watching some videos on what's the state of the art on the printers, the 3D printers. And I thought, you know what? It's kind of cool, but the material is this sort of I don't know, is it like a paste that it kind of creates a little thing this big out of? It's nowhere near like now I should just stop sculpting because the 3D printer can do everything. Not at all. And not only that, this is something that, you know, human beings almost, I don't know if I want to say need to do. I realize that whole civilizations have been tracked because of sculpture, because of the efforts and this expression that people make in sculpture. I just got done a whole study of the Maya civilization. And I mean, we wouldn't know anything about them if it wasn't for what they left behind, which is largely the architecture and the sculpture. And I mean, they have paintings too, but it's the art and the architecture that makes us know anything about who these people were. And how interesting, because their civilization started in 3104 BC, according to their records, which are actually, they used astronomy to create systems of time and calendars, and so things were tracked to the movements of stars, so that archaeologists can pretty much say, yeah, it was 3000 BC. So art is really important. It's important for human beings to do. Don't let AI and 3D printers and all that stuff discourage you, because, you know, now that looks a little stupid right now, because I'm going to have to carefully look at this. And, you know, talking and sculpting sometimes are two different things. I need to, like, you know, get in there and really work on it. But I'll probably make it go down a little more. And that end I can see is like that tip. Let's see if we can see it wag its tail a little more here. They are such cool, big, big kitty cats. I don't know what to say. They're once you start looking at them more, you start to realize they are a true wildcat, not a big domestic cat. I mean, of course they are, but they have a lot of unique characteristics. So, okay, so my goal now for Monday is to, and I didn't do anything on the feet, and I said I would, get the feet done, get the ears done, get pictures added to our plan, and then go from there. And I'll say, okay, it's all ready to download the new plan at that point. But I'll go for today. I've got tons of things I want to get done over the weekend and get you all these projects. And if you have any ideas of things you would really like to do, and like maybe I could make a plan and we could do work on that, just let me know. And I will definitely seriously consider doing all our pet projects before too long. We'll get them all done. So, oh, thank you so much. And you guys, I really, really appreciate it. It's like a little sculpture club we have here. So that's fantastic. And I'll see you all on Monday.